I don't want to say too much about this film because I don't want to give too much away. Charade is a classic spy thriller mystery starring Audrey Hepburn, who plays the recently widowed Regina Lampert. Her husband Charles was murdered aboard a train that was leaving Paris, where the two lived. The whole idea of the murder was that Charles and three comrades of his during World War II stole $250,000 worth of gold that was supposed to go to the French resistance. Charles kept the money for himself, which was being hunted down by the other three, and now that Charles is dead, his widow is their only lead, even if she doesn't know that she has it. She is given the mission by the CIA to find the money, whether it is meant to be in cash, check, or anything else of value that amounts to $250,000, and turn it into the government before the thieves could get to her. An assistant that helps her out is Peter Joshua, played by Cary Grant, yet throughout the film, he might go under different aliases, hence the title of the film. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about this movie. Everything else after that you can only truly grasp by watching it yourself, because the film takes many twists and turns. You think it got everything figured out? As it turns out, not everything's as it seems! It might even be the smallest things you don't expect to change. That's not to put you on your guard or anything, it's just a small warning that I want to provide minimalistically. If you want to complain about how I'm not going into enough detail about how this film is so good, then let me just respond by saying that I'm doing this for the sake of not spoiling the film for you. But just to keep you sensitive fools under control, I'll talk about a few great scenes, but keep in mind, it will be out of context so as not to ruin the suspense. Even though this is a spy thriller, it also combines whodunit and comedy. One comedic moment worth mentioning is the scene where Cary Grant takes a shower while his clothes are still on. This scene works better in context, but it's a pretty silly idea that's worth some giggles. In fact, this wasn't originally planned. Since Cary Grant was almost 60 and slightly overweight, the filmmakers agreed to let him keep all his clothes on during the scene. After the shooting, they found the scene to be funnier that way, and you know what? I think that's the whole idea. As far as the whodunit element goes, as the film continues, the gold thieves are killed off one by one, and even though you don't see the actual murder scene, you do get to see a hint as to how the murder was committed, such as one man who got his throat slit in the elevator. Because of the way the film is structured, with its twists and turns, as well as its opening credit sequence, many people thought this was a film by Alfred Hitchcock, but really, he didn't have anything to do with the movie. The film's director was Stanley Donen, and it was written by Peter Stone. This confusion led fans to declare this film the best Hitchcock film that Hitchcock never made. If you want my honest opinion, this is currently my all-time favorite film. It's truly a classic for all the right reasons. In order to explain how great this film is would be to explain even more about what the film throws at you, and that I'm not going to do. The only way to truly appreciate the quality of this film is to view it for yourself.